My parents said, "Emma's got kids so she needs your house more. Hand it over." When I refused, Mom leaned in with a chilling whisper, "Then we'll make you regret it." The next morning my bank called saying someone tried to tamper with my mortgage and I knew it was them. I always knew they favored Emma, but I never imagined they'd stoop this low. It all started when I fought to make that house mine. I've poured my soul into my little house. 3 bedrooms, a patchy backyard, my sanctuary after years of scraping by. Every nail in the walls, every weed I yanked out, it's mine. I worked 2 jobs, skipped dinners, and watched friends jet off on vacations while I saved pennies in a jar. My parents, they didn't care. When I signed the papers 3 years ago, my parents grunted houses are a hassle and Mom asked if I'd paint the spare room for their visits. That was it. No pride, no help, just indifference. I didn't expect much. They've always loved Emma more. The golden daughter who could do no wrong. But last week, they crossed the line I never saw coming. We were at their dining table. The clink of forks on plates filling the silence. My father wiped his mouth, leaned back and said, "Emma's got kids so she needs your house more. Hand it over." My fork froze mid-air, mashed potatoes dangling. I blinked waiting for the punchline. Emma smirked across the table, her husband Dan nodding like it was the most obvious thing in the world. My house? The one I built from nothing? For them? No, I said, voice trembling, heat rising in my chest. That's insane. My father shrugged like I'd refused to pass the salt. But Mom, she leaned in close, her perfume sharp, her eyes glinting like a predator's. "Then we'll make you regret it," she whispered, low enough that only I heard. A smile curled her lips, cold and deliberate. I drove home in a daze, her words looping in my head. Regret it? What did that even mean? I locked my doors that night, double-checked the windows, but sleep wouldn't come. Fear gnawed at me. Fear of what they'd do, of how far they'd go. Anger simmered too, hot and bitter. They'd never seen me as their child, just a means to an end. And dread, heavy as a stone, settled in my gut. I've known they favor Emma, her cars, her schools, her messes they always cleaned up, but this was war declared over a plate of pot roast. My sanctuary, my peace, they wanted to rip it away. I wouldn't let them. The morning after that dinner I woke to my phone buzzing on the nightstand. My heart was still heavy from Mom's threat, but I figured it was just a spam call. It wasn't. The voice on the other end was crisp, professional, a woman from my bank. "We need to verify some activity on your mortgage account," she said. "There's a request to transfer ownership, but the paperwork's off." My stomach dropped. I bolted upright, sheets tangling around my legs. "What request? I didn't submit anything." She paused, then lowered her voice. "Someone did. Can you come in?" I was out the door in 10 minutes, my pulse hammering. At the bank, the air felt thick, suffocating. The manager slid a stack of papers across the desk. My mortgage details, my address, my name, but the signature, it wasn't mine. The loops were too sharp, the slant too perfect.